Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hi everybody, hello. Are you ready for today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 667? Cause it's a doozy. It really is. I've got lots of things to show and share, but really this class is about one very specific product. Just one very specific product that, oh my gosh, who knew? Who knew? So welcome everybody. If you're joining me during the premiere of today's class, that's at 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. There is a live chat happening right now. Come say hello, and I'm sure there's lots of SMS peeps on the live chat. They will say hello right back to you. I always pre-record my classes because I can't really be focused on really teaching, because this is a real class, and trying to monitor who's asking me what. I'm not that talented, and I don't have help. There's not a moderator sitting off camera yelling questions to me. I don't have that either. I'm my own camera girl. This is it. So I pre-record, and that way I can be on the live chat with you. So when questions come up, I can be present and answer them for you, as opposed to, oh, did I miss something? And trying to go back. I really want to be there as part of the class with you, and that means I think it's just easier for me to pre-record them and then bring them to you so we can all be on that chat together. Now, while people are coming into the chat, because the class is just starting, so people are starting to filter in, hey everybody. Some of you might be asking what happened to class number 666. Well, good karma. We're looking for good karma. So we made the decision to skip class 666. We talked about it. There was conversation. Should we skip? Should we not skip? And I'm like, no, you know what? It would be just my luck that I would film it and then go down to load it and it wouldn't load or something. I don't know. I didn't want to take any chances. So we've just skipped class number 666 and moved right into class 667. So later on, if there's anybody who comes in a little bit late to the class and says, what happened to class number 666? Tell them, Stacey's looking for good karma. She needs it. Now today's class is really gosh, there's something for everybody. If you're a newbie crafter, you're going to be able to do this and you're going to be successful. I promise you, you can do this. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be overdone. It has to be, whatever you create has to be from your heart and achievable, so that you take the joy in making it and then the joy in giving whatever you've made. Absolutely. Newbie crafters, I think you're going to love this class. Experienced holy smokes artichokes crafters who's been doing it for forever, well, I have a product for you that I didn't know about. I knew about its sister, and we've used its sister, but I did not know this one existed. And then when I did know it existed, I didn't understand. What you don't know until you know it. And oh my gosh, this one product, the entire class is centered all around this one product. It's from Pebeo. One product. It retails for like $14 and we have it on sale for, I don't know, $11.60. And as far as I'm concerned, it's like a staple. It needs to be in everybody's crafty arsenal. Newbie, forever crafter, you need this. It's amazing. It changed something for me. And that's kind of hard to do, to surprise me, to take my breath away. That's kind of hard to do. And it means that we're going to move out of one type of product and into another type. Because as I've always said, I really am loyal to the products that we carry. And the only reason why I would change is if the manufacturer no longer makes it, it becomes too expensive, or I find something that is better. And this I can't believe I'm saying this is better. When you see, you'll be like, are you kidding me? Because the product that I'm moving away from, I've carried for the past 20 years. But I did not know better. I don't come from the fine art world, and the product that I'm using today comes from the fine art world, which makes it better. And the price. Okay, so anyway, so today is class number 667. I'm thankful to have you here. Like the video, subscribe to our channel. I have lots of techniques for you. So technique, commercial free, full length, and then at the end I have the most beautiful samples for you. I have lovely finished samples from the SMS girls, and I've pulled 3 of them just to show you as we get started, to kind of like, ooh, because they really are great. Now, before we get into all of that, I have winner chicken dinner to talk about. There are 3 opportunities, 3 for you to be a winner chicken dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. The first one is on the sneak peek that I posted on Friday. That sneak peek stays up. You can post, even though the video is happening on Saturday, you can go back and find that sneak peek under Shorts by Stacey on our YouTube channel, and you can post a comment. We'll pick a winner next Friday, and so you have a whole week to post a comment, and the videos of my crafty space, and you just tell me, what would you like to win? I'm not sure if that's what we're going to send you, because we already have a prize package put together, but hey, you're going to get some stuff from my crafty desk, and that makes people's heart happy. The second way to win is to post a comment on this video. There's literally a comment section, I think, below me on this video, where you can say anything like, hey, hello, have a great day. It doesn't have to be about the class. It doesn't have to be about me. It can be about you. It can be about your family or your fur baby or how your day went. It can be about anything as long as it is polite and kind. Then it'll be approved, and you have a chance to be a $100 gift card winner. And there's nothing to sneeze at. $100 is $100, and spending it is a whole lot of fun when it's not coming out of your wallet. So compliments of Scrapbooking Made Simple. We give away a prize package to a sneak peek winner, and that's product. We give away a $100 gift card to somebody who posts on the YouTube. And the third way to win is during the live chat. So, oh darn it, I always forget to do that. I always forget to pick a winner. So let me just pick every week I forget to remind myself to pick a winner. So during the live chat, a little bit later on, when we are going through the finished samples, I will say, okay, you guys, I'm going to pick a winner now. And all you have to do, all the posts that have already happened, all the live chat that's already happened, that counts. But then the more you post, the more opportunity you have to win. So I'm going to say I'm picking a winner, and everybody's going to post stuff. They're going to post more and more and more. And then that person, I'll pick a winner. I'll let my mouse scroll on up, and I'll pick a winner, and that person's going to win a prize package from what I'm using today as well. So sneak peek opportunity, the comments on this YouTube, and through the live chat. 3 opportunities for you to be a winner chicken dinner. So before we get started for today, because I do have a lot to show you, all based on one product, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our winners from last week. Now, last week's live chat winner already knows they won because I posted it during the live chat. I can't actually announce it because these are pre-recorded, but I do post it in the live chat, and then everybody's like, congrats. But our winner from the sneak peek, which was the Ciao Bella rice paper, tissue paper, vellum with the Ecoline watercolors. Were those not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, that class was so much fun. I had such a good time. I forgot I was filming for a while. I got so into it. I was like, oh. Okay, so our winner who's receiving assorted products from that is Belinda. Belinda Becerra? Belinda Becerra? No, I think it's Belinda Becerra, but I could be Belinda Becerra. Becerra? Hello, Belinda, you're a winner chicken dinner. Congratulations. Doesn't really matter how I pronounced your name. There it is, right there in pink and black. and you've won. All you have to do to claim your prize is do absolutely nothing. We're just gonna mail it to you. Isn't that awesome? So our first winner of the prize package from the sneak peek was Belinda. Our second winner, who's gonna get that $100 gift card, is Gwen. Oh, this is such an easy name. Hello, Gwen Burns. Congratulations, wahoo kachoo. You are a winner chicken dinner of $100 gift card. Holy smokes. What you gonna spend it on, girl? You gonna spend it all at one time? You gonna do $50 at a time? You gonna wait till some major event? What you gonna do with it? Gwen Burns, congratulations. You have $100 in your online account. And how do you claim your prize? You don't have to. It's already in your account. Go spend it. So if you were my eldest son, the money would be gone already. It'd be just gone. And if you were my youngest son, the money would be there until forever. And he'd try to loan it to you at like a 28% interest rate. He'd like, sure, I'll pay for your crafting supplies today and you'll pay me 28% compounded daily. My kids are so different. One of them cannot keep a dime in his pocket. The other one is like, wah, sure, I have some money you can borrow. All right, so Gwen and Belinda, congratulations. You're our winners for this week. Again, you don't have to do anything to get your prizes. We'll take care of it for you. We do have to do the winner chicken dinner dance. Are you all ready? We got to sit up straight. Kind of got to get into the groove. You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo, for you. Congratulations to you too. And I still have one more winner to announce towards the end of the class. Somebody in the live chat is also going to win. Don't you want it to be you? All live chat posts count, all of them. I let my mouse scroll and it scrolls and scrolls, and where it stops, nobody knows. Then I post it, and you know if you're a winner, but that's towards the end of the video, and we've got a ways to go. So today is about Pebeo. Pebeo is a French company. They distribute out of Canada, so they're not even here in the United States. They have a facility back east that does their invoicing, but they're not. The product is coming from France to Canada, Canada to the US. They are beautiful products, fine art, globally known. I love my fine art products now. I teach on Wednesdays called In the Studio with Stacey, and it's where we take fine art products and paper crafting products and I teach you about them. And it has been a wildly successful combination, and it really is a wonderful class every Wednesday because for the entire month I use the same type of product. And so I'm learning about fine art products, and as I learn about them, I get to bring them to you and explain them to you and what makes them fine art and why they're a superior quality. So Pebeo, some people say Pebeo. Pebeo is out of France, up to Canada, down to the United States, and we did a class with them a little while ago on their Miction product. It was a tube like this, and it blew my mind, and I'm going to be playing with this a little bit more today. But this has a sister. It has a sister that I didn't know about. See, I don't know what I don't know until I meet with them and I talk with them. And its sister is a gilding paste Miction as well, but it's different. These are the same, but totally different. You're like, well, how can that be? Well, they're the same family, but this is the eldest sister and this is the baby sister, or vice versa. They're completely different, and today's class really does revolve around this. I think when you see it for your $11.70, first, it is very hard to buy. It's hard to come by. You are not going to find a lot of paper crafting stores or even fine art stores that have this product. Kind of hard to come by. But when you see what it does, I'm using it in a way that it is not necessarily intended. Go figure. Go figure. Pebeo doesn't know what I'm going to do with it. They have no clue what I'm doing with it. They'll find out when they watch this video. Hey, Max and Mitch, Hi. So, I had to have it. I had to, because I think you're going to love it. So we're going to tilt down and we're going to start for today. I'm going to work a little bit just to show you the difference between this, which is amazing, and we'll get to this a little later on just to refresh and amp it up a little bit, between the two and why they are the same but different. Amazing product, Pebeo, really. And the samples the girls made, chef's kiss. Well, a French chef's kiss if it's Pebeo. All right, I'm gonna tilt on down. It's good to see everybody. Don't forget to be part of the live chat for a chance to be a winner chicken dinner. Okay, I'm gonna tilt down. Bye, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so class has begun. Okay, so it was like super hot here today, like crazy hot. You can hear the air conditioner, but our cricket's gone. That's a happy day for me. All right, so just to give you, can you see the foil on him? And what's more importantly, can you see that it's dimensional? He was made using the Mixtion Relief out of the tube. Isn't he cute? Then, look at this. Oh my gosh, is this gorgeous? So stamped image in the back, stamped image watercolored, foiled. This was made using the Gilding paste. Hello, or the Gilding, yeah, they're calling it a paste, but it is definitely not a paste. I think that might be a French thing. Let me tell you, it's nowhere near a paste, but we're gonna get there. Is this not absolutely magnificent? And then we have this one, also made using here. So what's different about these products? Okay, let's talk. And let me bring over some black paper because I think that's the easiest way to see it. So Mixtion is a type of a two-way glue. And two-way glue is a glue that never really fully dries until you put something on top of it. We have had two-way glue in the Essentials glue pad forever and ever and ever. It comes with a little bottle of glue that's next to it. The pad comes completely empty, and then you take the glue and you put a little bit of glue on each time to use it. Then you let it go tacky, anywhere from 3 to whenever, at least 3 minutes, and then you can foil, well, you can foil most of the time. You can glitter, you can leaf, there's lots you can do with it. And we've sold this pad forever with the little glue bottle. That's getting to be harder and harder to come by. The glue bottle, absolutely. We no longer can get the refills. We can only get the full set. And, well, and that's okay, but it's still, I want to say it's $10 for the set. So when I saw this, I had questions about it. So I ordered it. I saw it and I'm like, ooh, what does this do? And when I found out what it did, I was mesmerized. So we did a whole class on this, and you can go back and you can watch it. It's on the Pebeo Mixtion Relief, and I have a whole class on this. So then I learned about the sister. Now this is a dimensional paste. And this is a paste that stands up and stays dimensional. So this is going to stay. See how dimensional that is? This is going to stay that dimensional. It is a two-way glue. So as it dries, it becomes transparent. You can add it as accents on things, you can dot things, you can add little bits of it here. You can take it and paint with it if you wanted. You could dump some out, get it on a paintbrush, but it is a glue. So if you do use it with some sort of paintbrush, you're going to want to clean that brush because the glue will dry on the brush. Now this is going to stay white until it's fully transparent. Once it's fully transparent, then you know it's ready to have foil or glitter or flakes added to it. So this being completely dimensional is totally different than this. When I saw that it said gilding paste, that's what I had anticipated, a paste. I was wrong. I opened it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really, really, loose. The viscosity is completely different. I mean, it's as thin as can be. And I'm gonna use a pipette on my little blending tool. I mean, this isn't a paste at all. This is as thin as it gets. It's like milk. It's that thin white. And you would think that it's a paste or a glue that would hold things together. But it's not. It's a two-way glue, just like this. But the viscosity of them is completely different. That's what makes them sisters. It's the same product, a two-way glue, but not the same because of the viscosity. Now, some of you might not know what a two-way glue is. I'm gonna let this dry over here. And while I'm letting that dry, I'm gonna bring over, I'm just gonna cut this one off. So I did this one a little earlier because I needed it to go completely transparent. It started and we're going to open a new one of these so I show you how to open it. It started like this, and it ended like this. Now like this, I can't use it. I have to wait till it gets like this. So let me show you what happens when I get there. Let's see, where can I put this one? Maybe right there. I'm gonna grab just a piece of foil. Oh, maybe I'll use gold. No, maybe I'll use red. No, maybe I'll use hot pink. I don't know what color I want. So I've got foil, and you can use any foil. Doesn't matter who manufactures it. It could be Spellbinders, Couture Creations. It could be Deco foil. But I take my foil, pretty side up. I layer it over the top. and then I give a good rub. So this is what we've done with this in the past. And what I have is this perfectly foiled, amazing, dimensional, it's raised, it's even higher than an embossing. It's beautiful. So that's what we've done with this in the past. This week we're gonna add on that. But before we go into this, we're gonna step into this world. I just wanted to give those who have never seen a two-way glue, even though the glue was completely dry, it stays tacky until you put something on top of it. It's not like wet, like it's gonna get all over you. It just stays tacky in the best possible way. This is how you want to be tacky. If you gotta be tacky, this is it. So, with this new viscosity, I'm thinking, what can we do with this? I played with it, my brain went, oh my gosh, and I started to think, well, could I add it to my Essentials glue pad? Should I be out of my other glue? The answer is yes. So we took a foam tip, and with a pipette, you don't need to stir it, with a pipette I added glue, and we used it for the whole day. I mean, every time I needed to add glue, I added a little bit with my pipette, and we used it the whole day. And then I let it sit out, and it's still sitting out. And it never quite gets, it stays supple. It never gets hard because it's a two-way glue. It never becomes icky or crusty or hard, which means where I normally would say, no, you could not add something to this. You absolutely can. If you have this pad and the little bottle of glue, you now want, this is now your refill. This is, I don't know, 4 times the amount of glue that two-way glue that you get for a little over $11. This is crazy. And you can still use your Essentials glue pad. You just open it up. I take a pipette and just put your, see, still supple. You just put your glue down, and then usually I give it a little bit of a smudge. And you're not going to put more than what you need for the application you're doing. That doesn't change. That stays the same. But I wanted folks to know that if they have this, the Essentials glue pad, but they're running out of glue, first off, even if you can get the refill for the Essentials glue pad, there is so much more in this bottle, and it will do, well, I just might as well keep the lid off. It'll do the same thing. So, Essentials glue pad, yes, put it right on top. Like if this was a dye-based ink pad, I would say you can't mix dye-based inks. You can't take a blue from one company and re-ink it from a blue with another company. Inks are different, they're different chemical compositions. The two-way glue is fundamentally the same. It has to react the same. So if you have one of these, I really, really do think you should have one of these. But what if you don't have a glue pad? Can you still use it? Yes, absolutely. Let's play. So we're gonna stamp a little bit, and then we're going to stencil a little bit. And I went upstairs to find, I wanted to play a little bit and have the girls play. So we had some of a Make It Monday left over. I think we did this in April. We had this By the Sea. It's a $90 Make It Monday, so $90 all the way down to $14.99. So I pulled it out, and we only have a few of them left. We don't have many left, but it had these really great stamps in it. And I thought, gosh, wouldn't these be cute all foiled? So I pulled it out and let the girls, the honorary SMS girls and the SMS girls played with it. It has a couple dies, stamp, You should see how cute this one is. Oh my gosh, this one's darling when they're done. So 2 dies, all under the sea related. And 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps for $14.99. That's what a Make It Monday is. A Make It Monday we do every Monday at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we bring you a value of between $80 and sometimes $150 for $14.99, $19.99, $24.99. You know, if something's $140, it's probably a $24.99 bundle. And well, we were able to do this one for $14.99. Sometimes it's $19.99, but you're getting this huge value. So we had a couple of these left, so we're gonna be playing with these stamps today. I'm not gonna open a new one. I'm gonna use the same that the girls used. And then I also brought in some indigo blue because they just added to it. So we've got indigo blue stamps. Now these are brand spanking new, and so not older product. And so they retail for $67, on sale for $54. But we may play with some of these. Again, kind of, it's all under the sea related. Love this one, it's so beautiful. This says raindrops, but I thought it kind of looked oceany, and I love the bubbles. So these are all made in the UK. They are red rubber. They are highly detailed. And we're gonna be playing with these today. Again, I'm not gonna open up any new ones. I'm gonna use what the girls started with and made samples out of. And then we're gonna move to some stencils. I've got some Minte stencils that I thought we would play with. So let's grab, oh, do I want this one? Do I want this one? This one's awful cute. Let's grab the stamp. And maybe I'll do him too. Oh, and I think I'm gonna use, let's grab my jelly plate. There we go. And let's grab some white paper. So first things first, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna ink up the stamp with some glue using my stamp pad that I have. Now, if you have an empty stamp pad that is just a plain stamp pad, it needs to be a foam top, not a felt top, a foam top to really work. I am looking into bringing in just empty foam top pads. I'm still working on it, but don't worry, if you don't have one, I'm gonna show you how to do this without it. So I'm gonna put a little bit, just a little bit of my glue. Oh, I gotta get some in my pipette. Less is more, you can always add. Give a little bit of schmooze. Put my stamp right down. I will tell you, the first stamp is kind of like your first pancake. It is never the best. So I'm gonna do this one. And lift up. Now you can't see anything, but there's a slight watermark on there. I'm just gonna write 1 on here, just so I know that this is my number 1. And we'll see which one comes out better. Then I'm just gonna come back in. Ink up again. And down. Now, because of the viscosity, you don't have to wait for it to get tacky. You literally can go. Basically, the minute you're done stamping, you can pick a foil or foils. These are from the Crafters Workshop. There's 12 foils in 12 sheets in a pack. These are a toner-based foil. So you could use them with your Minx machine or a laminating machine. Again, you can use anybody's foils. Okay, so there's that. Now let's do number 1 first. I'm going to bring over my die cutting machine because I want to add pressure to it. So I've got my Sizzix Big Shot machine, and I've got my base plate, I've got my solo shim. I am adding an extra piece of paper just to make it a little bit thicker going through. Some machines are tight and they don't need that. Some machines are looser. I'm just adding a little bit of a shim to it because I don't want a squishier and a knock-knock. I'm not trying to use my silicone pad because I don't want it so pressured in there. But let's put this over the top. Pretty side facing you. Always pretty side up. And my cut plate, do not cut plate, and I'm going to send it on through. Let's line this up and send it on through. And it just needs a little bit of pressure, just like when we do rub-ons this way. And we send our rub-ons through. Just needs a little bit of pressure versus using a popsicle stick. Oh, well, that came right off. Okay. There we go. So that was number 1. Not bad for number 1, actually, right? I'm gonna hold on to this. Let's find a good place for it, maybe right there. And let's do it again with my number 2 and see if 2 is better than 1. Bring my machine over. So can you do the same thing with an Essentials glue pad? Yes, this glue is stronger. It's a little bit more hardy. So the foil stays down a little bit better. It transfers a little bit better. I think the difference is 1, the quality of the glue, and 2, the quantity of the glue. The Pebeo is a fine art product. It is of a superior quality than what we find in our paper crafting world. And because of the viscosity being as loose as it is, I don't have to wait for it to get tacky. With the Essentials glue pad, you absolutely have to wait for it to go tacky. You know, you got to give it 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's a different viscosity. Did it go all the way? There we go. So number 2. Got a little glue up there, but that's okay. So yeah, I didn't quite get all of my glue down here. I got it all the way here. So stamp pad, easy peasy. You can do this. If you've got an empty stamp pad or you've got your Essentials glue pad. And honestly, once you've used the glue in the bottle and you have to replace it, that glue, the little bottle itself, is around $7. Inside here is at least 4 times that amount for $11.60, I want to say. So that is a huge value, and they do the same thing. I did not know about any of this until I started to play with fine art product. I had absolutely no idea, but I do now, and I love it. So we stamped, but what if you don't have that Essentials glue pad? Okay. Let's put that there and this here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should put these in this one. What if you don't have that Essentials glue pad? All right, not a problem. Remember my nice little foamy that doesn't get all hard and icky? Some glue on the top. Now, when you start with a new foam pad, it's going to take a little bit more glue, but there's going to come a point where if you're using this in the same crafting time, so if I do 15 things with these, I'm not going to have to add glue 15 times. There's going to come a point where there's enough glue in there to just keep going. But with the pipette, it means you use so little. You have such control over it. So let's go. See, it's starting to loosen up the glue that was in there. And let's go down and give a press. And up. And this is my number 1. And then let's do it again. See, I didn't add any more glue. And give a press. And up. And number 2. Now, you're asking, how do you clean the stamp? The glue's water soluble. A baby wipe, some dishwashing detergent, whatever makes your heart happy. Water soluble. So let's pick out a different colored. Well, we had the pink. So let's use the pink. And let's start with our number 1. Where did I put the little, nope, it's not that one. Oh, it's this one. There we go. So we grab our number 1. I can see the image. There's a watermark of it. I can see the image. I don't have to wait. I could have gone straight to it. Put my paper down, put my foil down, put a top plate on, and send it on through. Came out so good. So amazing. Let's try our number 2 and see if we get as good, because I didn't add any more glue. And we'll save that. So it doesn't really matter if you're using a blending tool or you're using an empty stamp pad. It's whatever easiest for you or what you own already. Don't go out and buy this just for the pad. No, either find an empty pad, or we're talking to Jacquard, Asher at Jacquard, to see if he'll make us some. And in the meantime, use your blending tool, use your little blending tool. Just designate one for the glue. This doesn't get hard and icky. You can use it again and again and again. Absolutely. It's really up to you. But you're going to get amazing results either way using foil, but not with a foiling heat tool. Could you ink up glimmer pen? Could you add this to glimmer plates or to foiling plates and use them like this? Yes, absolutely you can. Especially with the viscosity of this, it will go on beautifully, and then you can use those glimmer plates without having to use an actual foiling machine. Sure you can. Gosh, the machines are close to $100, I think. You could get almost everything I have for sale. Or a machine. Up to you, absolutely. I just want you to know you have options. So that was with a clear stamp. Will it work on a red rubber stamp? Well, let's give it a whirl and see what happens. I just love this stamp. I love this stamp. I love this stamp. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see what I can do with it. I might do some on black and on white with this one because I love this stamp. It's so beautiful. Actually, I love all the indigo blue stamps. They're so sophisticated. This is so good. So good. And I love this one. This one is so good. It says raindrops, but my gosh, there's so much you can do with it. Love the indigo blue products. I do. Okay, so maybe we start with our stamp pad. And I'm gonna grab some black and some white, and we'll play with both. Maybe we'll just go for it with that size. And I think I'll pull maybe some gold. So again, I'm working with the Crafters Workshop foil, and we've had it before. I don't have any new colors. I do have an I Want It All, but I have 13 colors of it. There's 12 sheets in each. So it's at 157 sheets of foil. You do not have to use this. You can use Couture Creations foil, or Spellbinders foil, or Deco foil. They all will work. It's a matter of what do you have, what colors do you like. That's what it really comes down to. Oh, I said gold. Well, maybe I'll do that one on white, and I'll do this one and I'll do gold on the black. This is so beautiful, the turquoise. Yes, thank you, I love it. Now, when you open these up, I do want to remind you to take the ends and the bottom of the package and fold it in on itself. That way, when you pull your foil out, it doesn't stick to the sticky that closes your package up, but when you're done using it, you just unstick it to itself and close it up. What happens if you don't do that? Well, that's what happens. Let me well, it doesn't really ruin it, but You've got some holes in it now. Let me show you what not to do. It's easier to just fold it in on itself and then pull your sheet out. And I think I'm gonna use this one because I can get away with it. I can cut that piece right there. So let's ink this one up with glue. You don't have to shake the bottle. A little bit in your pipette goes a long way. Like a little bit in your pipette goes a long way. Don't over glue your pad. Once you add a little bit of that glue, it reactivates what was already there. We'll see, this is the first, this is number 1. Sometimes number 1's like a pancake. That's the one you feed the dog. Not bad though. Can you see the watermark? We'll do it twice. See, I'm not gonna add any more. I don't need to. I didn't add water to this. I just added glue. And there we go. So that's number 2. Let's move this out of our way ASAP. And I'm gonna grab number 1. I'm not gonna have any wait time. No downtime. It's let's go time. The SMS girls and honorary SMS girls loved the fact that they didn't have to wait. They could just go. Right down on top. And send it up. That's not straight, Stacey. Send it on through. Does it have to be a Sizzix Big Shot machine? No, it can be anybody's die cutting machine. I'm just trying to add consistent pressure. That's all I'm doing, is trying to add consistent pressure over the whole thing. If I could do that with my hands, I would, but I can't. I love this stamp. I do, I do, I do. Is that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's maybe do one in the green because I still have one black left. It's been sitting there. This is amazing. There's nothing wrong with the Essentials glue pad. It's a great item. It's just not quite as good as the Pebeo product. The Pebeo comes from the fine art world, and the Essentials glue pad comes from the paper crafting world. And there's nothing wrong with the paper crafting world, but once you understand, once you find something that's better, it's hard to go back. I was talking with a customer today about that. Once you know something is better, it's hard to then go back to what you had because now you know the difference. And I didn't know I'm gonna do 2 sheets because we'll do them on white and black. See, it just pulls right out, and then I can open this up. All right, I can unstick it to itself and then close it back up. So this one's been sitting there a while. It's a 2-way glue. It can sit there for quite some time. It's not going to fully dry really until you put something on top of it. And I like that if I own this, I don't have to get rid of it. I can still use it and just use the Pebeo glue as the refill. I like that I'm not throwing something away. Oh my gosh, is that so good? Okay, make my art happy. Oh my gosh, is that so good? Yes, please, all day long, absolutely. Okay, that was using, I'm not gonna throw these away. That was using it on the stamp pad. Now let's do it on, this time I'll do it in white. Let's do it with our blending. Ooh, a lot in there, don't need that much. Now when you're done with your pipette, you're gonna wanna put your pipette into some water and rinse it out. But the pipette you don't have to throw away either. Okay, let's try it on some white. And up. And then let's do it again. Just a little bit on the top. And how do I clean it? A baby wipe, Dawn dishwashing detergent, something mild. It's water soluble. That means kids can do this. Okay. Let's take this one first. And let's get the gold. This one's right away. We're doing it right away. I've got it on white. Only this time I used my little blending tool. This one is from Hobby Gross. So we have it. It comes to a 2-pack plus 3 additional, and then we pair it with the more of the refills. So we have it from Hobby Gross, which is out of Denmark. Yes, I did with this. You do not have to have this, but if you do have this, you do not have to throw it away. Oh, it's so good. Okay, let's do, so now this one's been sitting for a minute, and let's do it with the green. straight. So the Pebeo Gedeo glue, we've ordered a certain amount. They've got it ready for us. It is not something that, like, when they're out of it, it'll be 60 to 90 days before we can get it again. Same with, that's what happened here. They ran out, they got more in, we got what they didn't get a very big shipment. We took all of that, but it's gonna be like 90 days before we can get more of it. So remember, it's coming from France via Canada, then to the East Coast, then to Scrapbooking Made Simple, which is on the West Coast. It's a pretty good journey. But if we do sell out, it will be months before I can get it back. Oh, are you so happy with this? I'm so happy with this. Oh my gosh, do you like it on the white? Now you could go in with your Ecoline watercolor. Oh my gosh. I could play, but I can't. I have to move on. And I still have almost an entire bottle left. Haven't even started it in my bottle. It's gonna take, I would have to do 100 of these before finally my bottle's gone. Look at how beautiful. So stamping, yeah, easy peasy, you can do this. But what if, now let me clean my stamp, or maybe I don't, maybe I just leave it. Can you leave the glue on it? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. What if I just quickly, what if I took that bigger one? And maybe I just do it on white. Ooh, I'm gonna be out of white paper soon. Close enough. So what if I do it just a little bit? I don't need a lot. I just need a little bit to kind of reactivate what was already there. I kind of make a little Z. And I'll do it twice because you never know if number one's going to be great or not. So there's one, and then let's do it again. Well, let me pull my, what color should we use? Purple and green? Sure, why not? Pull out my green. And then close it back up. Fold it in onto itself. Pull out my purple. Oh, I got two. All right. And then close it up. All right, let's try. Move this out of my way. And I'm going to take a little snippet of green. Looking for the watermark. I'm going to take a little snippet of green. And a little snippet of purple. And let's bring my machine over. Put it down. I can see that the jellyfish starts up here, so I'm going to do this here. And then hopefully I have it wide enough. I'm not sure if I do. I'm going to do that there. And then send it on through. Nope. Not straight. Make my heart happy. Isn't that crazy? I love it. Okay, I have this one. Let's do it in the reverse. Let's do a long piece of the green. And it kind of tore here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it even though it's torn. And a small piece of the purple, and we'll do the opposite. Because as Paula Abdul says, opposites attract. So I can see the watermark. I'm going to put my purple up here. My green here. Even though it's torn, it's okay, it'll fix itself, it'll mend itself. Self-healing. What do we think? cool. So cool. So we've been playing with stamps and showing how whether you have an empty stamp pad or the Essentials glue pad, go ahead and use it. You're going to use it with your new Pebeo, what are they calling it? Gilding paste mixion. It's not a paste. This is not pasty. I'm sure that's a French term. Look at what we've been able to do. At a fraction of the price of the Essentials glue pad. Sometimes fine art product is less expensive than paper crafting product. Just because it's paper crafting product, sometimes it gets a premium put on it. And that's just the way it is. So we stamped both ways using our Essentials glue pad with the Pebeo on it, or Pebeo on it, or our blending tool. You have options. But what's next? So, remember I saved all of those pieces? I saved that one, and I saved that one, and I saved this one, and I saved that one. Oh, and if you accidentally put, save that one. If you accidentally put your foil sheet on your, there you go. If you've now foiled your jelly plate. Now there's a way to pick this up, but I'm not going to do that today. But should you accidentally do that and you don't want to then do what's required, which is putting some acrylic paint down to pick it up, you're going to take a baby wipe. I thought about it. Did you feel my thinking about it for a hot minute? I thought about it. A baby wipe. And then you're good to go again. I thought about it. I've got black acrylic right in my arm's reach. Okay, so we have these left. All of these negatives. Now some people would just cut it and tape it down, and you absolutely can do that. I thought, well, this mixion paste is thinner than anything else we've ever had. What if I used it in a different way? What if I wanted to get that negative off and use this as well? So what if I take a piece of white paper? I keep looking for Irma. Irma, I need white paper. She can't hear me. And what if I took a little bit of here, And now you don't want to get this too wet. You want to go up and back, you want to go this way, but you don't want it sopping wet. And I'm not going to wait. I'm going to pick one and go. Pick it up. And send it through the Big Shot machine. So this we can't do. We don't do this with our Essentials glue pad. Not at all. It would take a crazy amount of glue because the viscosity is so much thicker for that. Now, when we do this, we've done this with Stacey tape, where you put my tape down and then you put the negative on there and you peel it off of the tape. Then you need to go in and add some kind of glitter or something to the white area because that is still incredibly sticky when you're using Stacey tape. When you're using the Miction, the liquid, this no longer stays tacky. It's dry, it's good to go. You're not gonna have to throw something on top of it. You can just use your negative. And it's yummy, it's so good. Now, I don't know, this one's been sitting over here for quite some time, right? Remember we did this one way in the back? I don't know, let's see if it finally has gotten to the point where let's bring it back over. See, and my liner is completely empty. That's what I want. I pulled all the foil off. Let's see. Remember, we did this one over an hour ago. Over an hour ago. Hello. Is that fabulous? I wonder if I can get that little spot right there. Nope. Look at that. Over an hour ago. So when you put it on, gosh, that's good. Let's grab a piece of black, and now see, you can see I've used the foil, I've used the positive and the negative. I've got the positive and the negative with no fuss and no muss. I didn't have to use adhesive tape. I don't have to fill it in with any kind of glitter to get rid of the sticky. I don't have to wait for it to dry, but I could put it aside. That's been sitting there for an hour. I put it aside. So let's get So let's do, I think it's easier for you to see it on the black. I want you to have a real good understanding of how much you put down. And this you would just do with your blending tool. You don't need your stamp pad at all for this. And you have a net zero waste. So, just a little bit. It's not a lot. A little goes a long way. And then I'm going to, and you can see it, I'll add a little bit more. And then I'll go side to side. And if you were to look at it, you would think it was dry because it's so thin. The coat is so thin. It looks like it's almost absorbed into the paper. You have that slight sheen, but it's not like dripping, it's not wet. It's not wet at all, and it's not getting through the back. So let's try another one and see. Now sometimes it likes you to wait a little while. Sometimes it's like just go for it. It depends upon the design. We're just gonna go for it. Yeah, see, it's too wet. This is gonna, this design wants me to wait a little bit. See, it's starting to pull the paper. Yep, I did it too soon. This design wants me to wait. So, I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes and just kind of be. So that when I put it in and roll it through, the glue isn't so tacky that it's still going to tear the paper with it. So let's let that sit for a minute and then we'll do that green one. But the smaller the detail, the faster you can go. See, look at how much glue is in there. Told you there'd come a point where I don't really need to add any more. So this one is more line art than anything else. So let's see how that does. It doesn't have as big of spacing. And let's roll it on through. And this one we haven't weighted at all. No, still too soon. Yep, still too soon. Nope. Pull in my paper with it. Let's see if this one's been sitting long enough. Think it's been sitting long enough? Maybe we'll ink up this one and then do that one. Okay. I don't know, all we can do is try. Right there. Well, that one's better. That one's much better. I think if you're going to do this, we need to let it sit longer as opposed to going too fast. So I'm going to let that one sit. I'm going to let this one sit for a while and we'll come back. Definitely let it sit longer, but I love how it transfers. This one transferred perfectly because it had been sitting for an hour and a half. Okay, so we need to move on. We played with stamps, did a lot with stamps. We'll come back. Oh, I don't want to lose that. What, do I have another one that I can, do I have an extra? Maybe I can use one of these with that one over there. Time to move on to stencils. So the stamps we're playing with were from the $14.99 deal. Comes with 2 dies. It's an older Make It Monday I think we did in April. And we were playing with the indigo blue stamps. Now we're going to move to stencils, and I have Minte stencils for you, and just a few of them. Just a few stencils to play with. And we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to grab that stencil, one of the stencils. Oh, that one's pretty. Maybe these two. And I can use my Essentials glue pad with my Pebeo glue on it. If you still have Essentials glue, absolutely you can use it. But when you run out, then you're gonna want to replace it with this. So, and I think I'm gonna switch paper. Because the foil is 6 by 6, I think I might come in and use some of my pure paper because that's the same size. Oh, that blue is magnificent. Let's grab a couple colors. So this is from Yasutomo. It's actually origami paper, but it's magical paper. It is super thin, so layering and matting is easy peasy. The colors are magnificent. It's strong. It die cuts like a dream. And they have seven colors, 7 color store families. So originally they had the blue, and they had the green, and they had the red. They didn't have the yellow, the orange, or the purples. They had the grays, and they had the neutrals. These were the color stories that they had. And I really wanted to carry this paper, but they didn't have yellows or oranges or pinks and purples. And so last year we started talking about this, and thankfully Yasutomo went out and created oranges and yellows and pinks and purples that I requested. And now anybody who carries Yasutomo can carry these colors, and now you have a whole color family. You've got the whole spectrum here. Yay, made my heart so happy. And this is a really pretty color. I think I might keep that one and that one. And maybe that one. It's a really bright orange. Maybe that one. I'm just pulling some colors to play with because the color families are absolutely gorgeous. So wait a minute, your oranges, you have everything from super light to kind of mustardy to deep to pumpkin to bright. And the pinks and purples. There's a raspberry color in here that, oh my gosh, that raspberry color is so swoon worthy. But then you get into some light lavenders and some pinks and there was some hot pinks, so lovely. And then the yellows. Every shade of yellow that could make my heart happy. Do I want to use a yellow? I'll pull a yellow just in case. And then the neutrals. And the grays. All 6 by 6. There's 36 sheets, 9 colors, so 4 of each. 36 times 7, I've done this before, is 2. 3 times 7 is 21. 36 times is 4, so 21, 240, 242, 242 sheets of paper. In the I Want It All. Oh, but that's a beautiful color too. Okay, I'm not supposed to pull one from everything. I'm not going to do that many of them. Okay, I'm putting it away because I'll just keep going. The greens stunning. The blues, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The blues, amazing. So let's play with a stencil. You think this one is dry enough yet? Well, we'll just let it sit. Can't hurt. So I've got my stencil out. And maybe we'll start with this one. And I'll put my stencil down. And because I'm on my gel plate, my stencil will kind of hold in place. Now it's up to me. Nope, wrong direction. Or I suppose I could move it this way. Maybe that'd be easier. Yeah. Up to me if I want to use my pad or my blending tool. Either one will work. A little bit, just a little bit, not too much. Because you've already got some on there, and all you're going to do is reactivate. I mean, I'm not putting much on at all, and then I'm giving it a smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. And then I can come in here. Oh, I got underneath it. Oh yeah, way too much. Holy smokes, artichokes. I probably didn't even need to put, look at, I've got so much on there. I probably didn't need to put any on my stamp pad. I bet I had enough with what was already on here. Better. Better. And then let's take it, and this time, let's not do it with our stamp pad. At the back, let's do it with our spouncer, our little blending tool. Okay, just a little bit. Let's see how we do here. Oh, much better. So this is much better. Way too much on my stamp pad. Way, way, way too much. Look at this one. I totally lose. I lose all of the definition down here. It's just turned into a big old blob. We'll do it, but this is much better. I'll make sure that I wipe the back. I'm just going to pick up some from here. I've got so much on there. All right, let's see what we get. All right, I'm gonna let it sit. Let's go back and let's do the first one. First, let me grab a baby wipe. So my first one I know is not good. I was way too heavy-handed with that stamp pad. Way too heavy-handed with that stamp pad. And let's see, what color do we want to, what color are we not going to be? Well, we gotta put something on it so you can see it. So let's try the silver. Hadn't folded it all the way into itself, but that's okay. Silver. Bring over our machine. Oh, no. Bring over our machine. Lay it down. So you can see that it's just a hot mess. That's just gonna be one old big blob of foil. But because the paper is the same size, it makes it very convenient. Cover my whole paper, pretty side up, down, send it through. I'm not mad at it. I thought it was just going to be awful. It is not. Okay, even where my big blob is, I am not mad at this. That's why you always have to finish what you start. I actually think it looks beautiful. This will make a great background. They're all going to make a great background. But look at that. Okay, yay. Let's do it again, and let's hold on to this. Hold on to this one, because we're gonna try and do a reverse. Okay, so then the second one I did was this, and what color do we want on that? Maybe the green? So this one, a little more detail because I had a little less glue. Oh, I pulled out a lot of the green. So bring over my machine. I like the pure paper because it's the same size as the foil. It stands up to the glue, and it's hardy enough to stand up to all of this, and yet still delicate enough and thin enough. Well, it's origami paper. It has to be strong to be origami paper. And of course it creases like a gem. Now a little bit more detail because I had a little less glue. But again, I'm not mad at these. Look at how beautiful they are on this paper. This paper is dreamy foiled. Make your own foiled paper. You can do this. And then this one, I say we use a blue. It's turquoise maybe? Or wait a minute, there's the sea foam. Or the Terra Verde. Okay, yes, I will. So on the stencils, the viscosity of the Essentials glue pad is a little thick. You can get away with it, but the viscosity of the Pebeo is worlds better. For stenciling, it is much better. And the stamping came out beautiful too. Had a little less glue. So it's like the most blobby, then a little bit less, then a little bit less. But look at those colors on this paper. It is magical. And the last one I have is this blue. And maybe we do the gold. Take some of these little pieces and put them here. Maybe we do the gold, and I'm saving this. And this time I just want to pull one sheet. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one I like better. On the blue, that Terra Verde, on that orangey pumpkin, the green, on the kind of purpley violet, the silver, on the burgundy. Holy smokes, but you can do them all. And the best way you will find is because of the viscosity of this. It just, and maybe if I don't ink this up and I try again, maybe I get a better result, but I'm not mad at the result that I got. Stenciling is amazing. I wanted to try this one. Should we just try it? I know we need to move on, but maybe we just try this one. I wanted to try this one. Let's grab a green because a green is right here. I am so all about that green. They used this with the fishies. They used all these stencils. I didn't add any glue to it. I don't know if I'm getting in the little nooks and crannies or not. I didn't add any glue. It had enough on there. Let's see what it looks like. What color? I want to do a pink. How about the watermelon? Pink? Maybe I should do pink on this one. There's this dune color in here. It's kind of a matte finish. I don't know, we're gonna find out. I want you to see that it's okay to try. I pull out too many sheets at once. It's okay to play. It's okay for it not to be 100% right 100% of the time. How boring would life be if everything was 100% perfect 100% of the time? You would never appreciate the creativity that life offers if everything was always right. Sometimes when it goes a little wrong is when your best decisions happen. It's when you get most creative when something goes a little bit not the way you planned and you have to work it out. You have a Tim Gunn moment. Make it work. That's from Project Runway, for those of you who don't know. But he's not on Project Runway anymore. So this is a matte finish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like this beautiful champagne. Oh my gosh, this is so stunning and so easy. See, I couldn't do this I had trouble with my Essentials glue pad doing some of these things. It's why I didn't do them before. I mean, very rarely. Yes, stamping, absolutely. We stamped with our Essentials glue pad all day long. But something like this, it's just the viscosity was a lot. You had to be careful. But this is beautiful. The viscosity of the other is very thick as opposed to how nice and thin this is. What do we think? Is that gorgeous? I'm not going to get rid of this. We're going to do something. So then I'm just going to do it one more time, and I'm going to do it with the pink and that green. And I don't know if I have enough glue on my glue pad, but I'm just gonna keep going for it. Should I try with my, I didn't add any glue to it. We're gonna see what happens. So this is not as sticky as a flitter glue. Anybody who knows what flitter is, that's like a Gilding flake glitter glue. That is so sticky that if you stamp with it, you literally have to peel the residue glue off of it. We don't carry flitter glue anymore because it can be it's rough to work with. But the Pebeo is a beautiful product. And had I known about it years ago, I would have been working with it years ago. But you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And then it turned out it's hard to come by. So I thought I would be able to maybe just go to a local art store and buy a few bottles of it to play with. Oh no. No, we looked around. There was a company in Amazon, or not Amazon, a company in the UK that had it. But it was going to cost, I don't know, $100 to get it here, I think is what they quoted. I can't believe that was real, but I don't know. That looks really light. I didn't put glue on either of them. That just looks really light. But you know what? Go for it. If it doesn't work out, it's important you see that sometimes it's not perfect. See, like that hole over there didn't get anything. Feel like it needs something. Nope. You're up, you're gone, you're done. Let's see what we get. With foiling, it's always a surprise. It's that reveal moment. Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. Oh my gosh. Maybe perhaps I need a better pair of glasses. Okay, I didn't think there was going to be anything. Oh my gosh. I love doing this. I do. I could do this all day long. Okay. Love these. All done with stencils. Do you have stencils? If you have stencils, you need this. All of a sudden, your stencils take on a whole new meaning. Now you are creating your own foil papers. And with the Yasutomo, the colors are so beautiful in each pack. It's just, and this is, I love this dune color. Is that what it is? Yes, it's called dune. Yes, please. All right, too much fun. Now, what happens if we take, I don't know, we're gonna try, we're gonna just go for it and see what happens. So let's see, what colors do I have? I've got the silver, I've got the green, I've got the dune, I've got pink, I've got gold. Let's take that same color. And it may be too fast. I may need to let it sit. No, don't do that. Don't put it on my gel plate. I might need to let it sit, but I'm gonna ink it up and try and do it real quick. Try and do it fast. Oh, this is, maybe that's why I didn't have much on it. I'm not using the same. Okay, well, there you go. This is the one I've been using the whole day. This is not. You know, you just gotta go with the flow, baby. Just go with the flow. My classes are not edited. They're not scripted. I go with the flow. What happens, happens. All right, we're just gonna go do it straight away. It may stick, it may tear. We may need to let it sit longer. Yeah, I think we need to let it sit longer. Let's send it through again. See if we can get it to fix. Oop. No, this on top. Let's see if we can get it to transfer a little bit better if I let it sit there a little bit longer. So that's better. And I think if I let it sit even longer, and I just let it sit there, I think when you were doing the negative transfer, the paper does need to sit and be more tacky. I think we do need to let it sit off to the side to see what's gonna, and let it, let's see, let's do this one. I'm gonna let this one sit because I think it needs it. So this is the one we did on black paper a while ago. So it's good to know when you're doing the positive, you can go right away, ASAP, right away. But when you're doing the negative, you want to give that paper a little more time. Yep. Perfect. Yep. So, moral of the story. When we're doing this, stamping, we can go right away. We don't have to wait at all for it to get tacky. We just go, go, go. And we're able to get all of these amazing results. But all of these were done right away. But when we get into playing, even with the stencil, when you're doing the positive, you can go right away. Bing, bang, boom. But when you start playing with the negative space, that's when you need to let the paper have its moment. You need to let the paper have, you need to glue it, put the glue down on it, and then let it have a moment or two. Or 10. That's when you need to let it go tacky. There's a big difference. Look at how clean that is. This came out perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now this has been sitting there. You think if I roll it through one more time, it'll be okay? There'll come a point where it's not gonna make any difference. And I'm just rolling it to add pressure. It's that pressure that adheres the foil to the adhesive. I feel like I didn't go all the way. So I haven't pulled the whole thing off yet. And I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. I've run it through 3 times and pulled it off twice. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get. I'm gonna ink this piece. I'm gonna ink this up and then let it sit. Or should I do it on black? And we're gonna move on. I'm gonna let these sit. So I still have several to play with. We'll just put them to the side for now. I'm gonna go up and down, and then side to side. I'm gonna let that sit. And then we'll do one in white. And we'll let this one sit. And we're gonna move on. So remind me to come back to those. All right, so now we have stamped. Lots of stamping. Multiple colors. We picked up the negative. After letting the paper sit for a while and absorb, then we moved into stenciling, which you could do bing, bang, boom right away. Same with the stamping, bing, bang, boom right away. It's when you want to pick up that negative that you need to let the paper go a little bit more tacky. And now we're going to go back to the original mixion glue that we brought in. So I showed you earlier how you write and then glue over the top. I want to open a new one for you so you can see when you open it, it's completely sealed. You want to take a pin. You do not want to push. In fact, I need to have a baby wipe because it's going to go out. They put so much in here and they vacuum seal it so tight with so much in here. You want to put maybe 2 pinholes, if that. You can try with 1. And there it starts to come out. So that was 1 little pinhole. Maybe you do 2, but no more than 2. So they've put so much in here that it's okay that it comes out. You've got so much. And then you put your cap back on. And then you give a little squeeze, and there it is. Now it is constantly going to come out. It's going to constantly push out until you either put the cap back on or you put a non-rusting pin in there. Otherwise, it's just going to continue, the pressure is going to continue to push it out. But this is when you can write with it. And again, it will need to go completely transparent And we did other things with it. We did, there's a whole nother class on this, an amazing class using this. I've done some that are already transparent. And I've got some extra my fingers are sticky. This doesn't need to go through your Big Shot machine. And you immediately start to foil. You can make borders, you can make corners, you can dot, you can outline, which is where we're going to go next. It is pretty wonderful. I had some gold down here. I don't know if that's enough gold. Oh. So on white. I think that all of my words are too big. How about red? Got red somewhere. There it is. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it go a little bit further than what we're doing. I just want to show you what we've done before. You can trace words. So many different things. And it's got this beautiful, beautiful mirror finish, and it is raised. It is absolutely raised. You can feel it. It's amazing. So again, I did a class earlier this year, really focusing on this product. It's smooth, it's dreamy is what it is. And you can take all of those scraps of paper. Imagine putting little dots and dashes on things, and you have options because the line is so fine. Okay, so this is what we've done in the past. Let's talk about what we're going to do in the future. So I'm going to grab I'm gonna grab my little, I'm gonna grab him. So I have already pre-done some of him because there needs to be dry time. And I'm gonna grab some white paper. And I'm going to ink him with an ink. So let's do some in, let's do them in a brown. Done. I'd like it without that on the top. Let's try again. Okay, so I've got him good, and then let's do in another color. Good. So I've got two ready to go. Now, where am I going to take it from here? I'm going to grab my tube version of my Miction, the more thick, pasty, dimensional. I always try to have a baby wipe close at hand because it's going to want to kind of, anytime you open it up, and I'm going to just trace. So all I'm going to do is draw a line right over the top of where I see my line. Is my line going to be perfect? No. Am I going to be okay with that? Absolutely. All I'm doing is tracing the outline of my cute little octopus. Oh. Ooh, can I get that up? Okay. There we go. Trace it up. And I'm just doing the outside lines. Okay. And now I need to let him sit. So let's do the one in brown. Straighten out my bottle. You may need to kind of roll it like a toothpaste tube as you use it. This is the bottle that I use most often. This is the new one. So this is my go-to. This is my bottle. And just trace. If it helps, you can lift and turn. I always like to go in the same direction, so I go from inside out, and I just turn it. Now with this tube, it's the same thing as the liquid. It goes a really long way. You think you're using a ton, but because the line is so fine, you are not. Okay. So there he is. I've done 2. And I need to let them go fully transparent, like I have done with my words. My words started white, and then they went fully transparent so I could get my foil on it. So I need the same for these 2, which means I've pre-prepped them, which I typically don't do, but we can't wait for the dry time. It's about 15, it can be 15 minutes. Depends on how thick you put it. So here they are. This was brown. And when I added that color, it changed it to an orange when I added the glue. But it's okay. Let's see, what color do we want to go over the top of this one? How about that turquoise? So you can take flowers. What stamps do you have that are nice open line, easy to transfer, easier to trace? And just like the writing, doesn't have to go through the Big Shot machine. You're just going to take your finger now. I could have just stamped it and done this, but by using the tube version, I'm going to get dimension. Stacey. Oh, look at that. I put it all the way around. But he's so cute. Look at him foiled. Got a little bit of that orange coming through the back. And look at him so happy. Love the foil. Oh, he's so good. This I'm gonna have to clean up. Well, maybe we should just do him before I do that, just in case. What color do we want to do him? Maybe a green? Do I have a green in here? Yeah. How about I cut the piece down? It'd be beautiful on flowers. Stamp your flower and then just take and trace it with the mixtion glue. Give it a little time, come back. Oh, look at how cute is he! With a little blue coming in from, oh my gosh, he's darling. And it's so easy. All you're doing is tracing the stamp. That's all you're doing is tracing the stamp. Love my little guys. Simple, simple, simple. Don't do this unless you're gonna put some acrylic over it and pick the whole thing up. I would love to pick the whole thing up, but I don't have anything to pick the whole thing up with. It won't. No, I need my acrylic. It was worth a try. But if you do it, it cleans right off. Breaks my heart just a little bit to do this. I can almost hear Jelly Art saying, "No, don't grab your acrylic," or Jamie over at the Crafters Workshop saying, "No, don't grab your acrylic," but no. All right. So now this has been sitting here for a while. Remember I did that a while ago? Ooh. Not doing it on this. So let's come back. I have a white and a How about we do the pink on the black? Remember I was just it was too soon. I needed to give it time. It seemed that when I used the negative, it's better to let the paper get thoroughly dry so it doesn't pull the paper. We'll come back to our Big Shot machine because we're going to have to run it through. Now let's see if it tears our paper. Nope. Good to know. When we did the stencil, we didn't wait any time at all. We just did it. We stenciled down, got the glue down there, put our foil on and went for it. But to do the negative, you gotta give it a little bit of time. Set it aside and give it a little bit of time. I have a white one. So let's do the white one. Gosh, we've done a lot today. Grab my machine. Oh, there we go. Push this back through. And my bottom plate. And I've been using a single little piece of white paper as a shim, just to add a little bit more pressure. And maybe we do this one. And let's see if it tears the paper. Bing, bang, boom. That's the magic. That's the special sauce. Not having to wait when you stamp or stencil, having to wait a little bit when you want to transfer the negative. There's the special sauce. That makes all the difference. It's good to know. It's good to know what not to do. Or if you don't mind the grunge, go for it. But when we just stenciled, we didn't wait at all. We just went for it. And when we just stamped, we didn't wait at all. We just went for it. And this was the first one we transferred, and that had been sitting there for over an hour. So fine art material in the paper crafting world. Yeah, why not? When you can do something like this with product. Okay, let me put it all back. So I want to wipe that down. I still haven't used hardly anything of my jar. Almost nothing. And it did all of these. We did all of these together. And the only thing I used was either the Pebeo tube, Mix-In Relief, which is dimensional, or the Gilding paste, which isn't paste at all, which is very thin and easy to work with for stamping and for stenciling. We did all of these together today in this class, and I used almost nothing of the product, and yet I was able to make the most beautiful results. Remember, we did 2 each of those? And then we stamped. Oh my gosh, that's so good. And we did the double, 2 foils at the same time. Oh my gosh, that's so good. We wrote and foiled. It was just a little bit of magic. All of this we did today. Oh, isn't that so beautiful? So many options. But once we are once we're sold out of both of them, it'll be at least 90 days before we see it again. Oh, it hurts my heart to say that. I wanted to do this class sooner, but the product just wasn't available. Had to get from France to Canada, from Canada to the United States, back east to Santa Clarita. We couldn't have been further apart. Gosh, is that lovely. I'm not even angry with the kind of distressy one. But now that I know to wait to get that negative off, it's never been easier to get the negative off. You just paint this on with your dauber, not thick. Don't paint it on thick. Let it sit for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then come back and take that negative right off. We did a lot today. So, what do we have? Before I get to the samples, what do we have on sale for you? Well, we have a few of the stencils from Minte. We have very few. I want to say less than 20 of each stencil maybe. I have 4 stencils there. I have the bundle from Indigo Blue that has the most beautiful stamps in red rubber. Oh my gosh, do I have that sample somewhere? This one? I don't know if I kept, oh, here. That is this one. Oh, is that stunning? We didn't do this today, but when I was playing, is that gorgeous? That's this one. Love it. We did play with this one. The beautiful, beautiful jellyfish, realistic. And then the cute little fish and starfish. You're gonna see samples from the girls out of all of these. In fact, this one here is that one there. And you can see the silver foil on the back. In fact, Katie used this one to do the background, and then she stamped and foiled and then watercolored. Oh my gosh, right? Okay, so I get ahead of myself. So we've got the Indigo Blue set. It retails for $67.69. It's on sale for $54.73. We've got the Holy Smokes Artichokes $14.99 deal. So two dies from Creative Expressions, and then we used this stamp today, and we used this stamp today, and we used this stamp today. And wait till you see what the girls have done with this set of, the fish is just so darling. And it's $14.99 while we have them. Regular retail is $90.45. And if something like this makes your heart happy, if this is like, oh my gosh, I need more of these deals, you need to tune in on Monday, because that's when we do Make It Mondays. And that's where those deals happen. So I've got the, I'm gonna put this in there. I've got the Miction Relief in the tubes. Again, not oodles of them available. And I think they're under $10. I think they're under $10. These are amazing to work with. And now I know about the liquid, the Gilding paste liquid, that if you have an Essentials glue pad, just keep it and use the foam top. Use it if you want to ink up and stamp up. It doesn't dry out. It doesn't harm anything, and you need less of this than you do of the Essentials glue pad. This goes further. And if you don't have the Essentials glue pad, well, we played all day with just a simple dauber that we have from Hobby Grosse out of Denmark. Hobby Grosse is the parent company of Paper Favorites and Simple and Basic. So we've got daubers for you. I have got the pipettes if you need. I have got the foils from the Crafters Workshop. There's 13 colors. We've got tuxedo, is that black tie, champagne gold, it's just a regular, it's a gold. Silver, crimson red, terra verde, watermelon, pink lemonade, seafoam, eggplant, turquoise, green pear, dune, which I loved. I should have played with ocean mist too, because these are the two that are that matte finish. Oh my gosh, that was so good. So there's an I Want It All bundle on this, and that's going to be your best value, but also open stock. And you get 12 sheets in each. And then because we used them, I will do the Yasutomo as well. So the Yasutomo, it's 36 sheets, 9 colors, 4 of each in 7 color families. They retail for like $9. I think we put them on sale for $6.99. They are beautiful. The colors are what made me have to have these. The assortment of colors in each pack was so strong. It was so good. There was something in there, bright reds and light reds and burgundy reds and blue greens and green greens and light greens, and I think that they are absolutely worth, I think they're worth the $9, but I think they're even more worth the $6.99. And they're 6x6 ready to go, easy to die cut, and I use these for matting my A2 and my A6 cards because they fit perfectly. And then I still have a little bit of a strip to do sentiments out of. So we'll do those as well. All 7 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. Is there 8 colors? 8 colors. We'll do all 8 colors. And I think that you will be very happy with this paper. It is absolutely stunning. The colors are beyond. The assortments are so good. And I want to thank them for doing the violets or the purples, the yellows, and the oranges, because it's hard to bring out all of these, the other colors, but I knew what was going to happen. We were going to get questions. Well, where's the yellows? Where's the oranges? Where are the purples? Now I can say we have it all. All right, so let's see, look at my smiles. Doesn't that look good? All right, so samples. Oh, I have got so much going on over here. Oh my gosh, I have made such a mess, but that's okay. Samples. Let's put this someplace where it's not going to get harmed. I don't want it right in front of me though. I guess right. No, you know what? We'll just put it back. Elena won't know what to do. We'll have to put something back ahead of time. Samples. So here, my little guy, I feel like I'm rolling on top of, I'm rolling on top of a piece of foil. Look at my little guy, isn't he so cute? And you've got dies going on. There's the background. He's been foiled. The background's been foiled. And this one is by Gail. And then look at this. Okay, how stunning is this? So this is by Katie, and she used the stencil from Mintay. She did several different colors of foils, and then I think she probably did a little bit of her, I don't know what she did first. I don't know if she used her eco line first and then foiled, or foiled and then used her eco line. But my goodness gracious, Katie, that is absolutely gorgeous. And then we have, okay, so this is that background. Remember this one? They used it as the background on their silhouette under the sea. Look it, it's the same. Who would have known? Oh my gosh, so good. So good, Catherine, so good. And then our cute little Just Swimming fish. So that stamp here makes your fish, and then you can decorate him any way you want. Love the cute little Just Swimming fish. And then the stamp I used today, I love this stamp. The stamp is beautiful. And look at the little fish, which come with one of the, oh, it comes with the, those little tiny fish come with the big jellyfish. Look at those little tiny fish. She put them right in the center. And this is Dortina. Dortina, I love this. I do. Oh, and then she put a sentiment. Of course she did. Love this. And then we have Patty, who took and cut out. So she didn't do the negative. She left the foil as is. She's got it so you can see. She just cut around and used it, put it onto paper, as opposed to peeling off the negative. Lovely, Patty. Think different. Absolutely. Love that, Patty. And then we have our big jellyfish colored in, our little fish there. So cute. See in here, I love this. So they stamped the fish in the solid and then kind of colored it in. Then took the outline, stamped it with our Miction, and then foiled over the top. That's so good, Catherine. Love it. Oh, and it's Fishy Wishes. Wait a minute. Okay, my fish are gonna go this way. I think your fish can go either. The fish can go this way, or the fish can go this way. But I love that she foiled with this image here using the Miction from Pebeo. Pebeo. That's so good, Catherine. And then here, so the background was done using this stencil from Minte. And then you've got the stamp. We used that stamp today from the $14.99 bundle. And they fussy cut under the C. This is Dortina. Love it, Dortina. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then we have this pile here. So I showed you Katie's, which is beyond gorgeous. And I love the stamp. I love that water droplet stamp in the background. So beautiful. And then this is also Katie, and Katie used the stencil from Minte. Is there 5 stencils? I don't know. I better be sure that this is one of them. Okay, we'll make sure. Let me check this one too. I wonder if the one I was using is wrong. Well, we'll figure it out. But Katie used a stencil here. It's right here, but it's not the one I used today. Maybe there's 5. Beautiful though, isn't it? And this is Katie. All using the Miction relief. And then You're Fantastic. Look at, they foiled them. Oh my gosh, who did this one? Mary. Mary used the indigo blue fish and the indigo blue. So you've got the indigo blue fish here, all done in foil. And then you've got the dies from the $14.99 deal down here with a little foil added to them. Mary, I love it. Oh, and then this one is done with the $14.99 deal. Wow. Just the dies. Beautiful. Isn't that cute? So the stamp, the stencil, the stamps, and this one is Gail. Oh, and here we go again. Who's this? Claire. So Claire stamped and foiled the little fish, and then Claire took the seaweed or the kelp and just stamped and stamped and stamped, and she did that in foil. Oh, these came out so good. I love it. And then another one of our fish. So pretty. And then using the die in the $14.99 deal with just a little bit of foil going on. And then, oh, I don't know who did this one. Patty did this one. Love it, Patty. It's beautiful. And I don't know who did this one, but that's okay. Patty did this one. And then I think Claire did this one. So again, you've got the foil. She's got foil on the accent pieces. She's got foil on the frame around it. She did foil on the little kelp seaweed. I'm telling you, this is a must-have. Actually, both of them are. They really are. All now that we have them, my thoughts keep running. What more can I do with them? And I just have so many ideas. It's a matter of how quickly we can get it and how often we can get it. These are going to be where my Essentials glue pad was a staple in my crafty arsenal for 20 plus years. I love you, Essentials glue pad, but I have to move you over to make room for these two. I just do. They do more. Their quality is amazing and the price is affordable. Like $11.60 for this, right? I think this is under $10. Oh my gosh. I should get back to my stencils or my samples. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a winner. I'm getting ready to pick a winner. Look at Katie did this one. I'm sure this is Katie. Oh no, Mary. Oh, Mary. I thought it was Katie because Katie did this one. See, I don't know. Maybe we have both. Maybe we have 5 stencils. Looky, looky. This is Katie. This is Mary. Okay. And they weren't even sitting next to each other, and they're both phenomenally beautiful. Yay and they used the thinking of you. Mary, this is stunning. I stand corrected. Mark the calendar, ladies. Okay, I'm picking a winner. I am picking a winner. But before I pick my winner, I need to show you this. This was done by Dortina. And she wrote on the back, inspired by Jennifer McGuire, where she used the foils. Isn't this darling? And then it folds flat. It's just paper scored. It folds flat. This was Dortina, and it was inspired by Jennifer McGuire. So cute. Using all of the foil and the mixtion from Pebeo. Fabulous, right? All right, I'm picking a winner, my last sample, and then I'm gonna pick a winner. I'm not sure who made the layout. No name. I don't know if it's Claire or if it was Gail. I don't know who made the layout, but I like the layout. I don't know who made it. Nobody put a name on the back of it, but we've got a layout for you. All right, I'm pulling a winner. I'm posting a winner. I'm posting the winner now. I am doing it right now. We have a winner chicken dinner. Are you the winner? Did you stay around long enough to find out if you're the winner? All right, you guys. It's me, Stacey. Hey, wait, it's me, Stacey. That's me, Stacey. Hello, smiles. Oh, it's so good. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, the dimension on these is insane. It is higher than an embossing. It is so good. All right, so we had fun today. We played with product that maybe you had seen this before, maybe not, but you hadn't seen this before. And these are 2 peas in a pod. They're just magical, and they both give you different looks and different results and different techniques, and yet they are the same product. They are both a 2-way glue, which is really hard to find. But because the viscosity is so different, it changes everything about them, and I love them both. So I leave it up to you. It's available here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. We have it in our retail store and online at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I know that this is hard to locate. I think that this is kind of hard to locate. But if you have a fine art store close to you, that would be the place to find this, is in a fine art store. A paper crafting store is probably never heard of Pebeo before. Great, they're our little secret. Hey Max, hey Mitch. And I really do think that they are tools, those 2 items. They are a way to take product and dies and stencils and stamps you already have and make them more than what you thought you would get out of them. I mean, truly, making your own background, foiled background paper, that alone is worth the $11.60. So shop local independent if you've got one. If not, we're here for you. Thank you for hanging. Congratulations to today's live chat winner chicken dinner. Send us an email at AskSMS at scrapbookingmadesimple.com with your name, your address, your telephone number, and if you ever placed an order with us before, we just need an order number. That just helps us find you easier. So congratulations to everybody. Don't forget to post your comment on this video for a chance to win $100. Find the sneak peek. That gives you a chance for another prize package. And the next time I see you will be Monday for our next Make It Monday event. And like I said, if you like that $100 for $19.99, or $130 for $24.99, or $60 for $9.99, if that speaks to you, Mondays are the day. 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Thanks for being here, everybody. I had the best time ever, can you tell? Oh my gosh. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.